Good evening, everyone. Uh, so, welcome in this live webinar session, which is based on AI application on renewable energy. I hope you all are healthy and stay safe at your home during this home quarantine period. Although it's not a completely lockdown, most of the places are unlocked, but we required some precaution to go anywhere. So I think these webinar sessions are very helpful or useful for the all person who are interested to know some new topic. The person who are interested to go into the deep study of the different topic which is based on their area of interest. So before going to start my topic, first of all, I would like to thanks Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers, though means because they have given us such an opportunity or such an platform to for the learners by which they can easily understand some or they can go the understand the new topics and new understanding towards the different area, research area or the technical area. So myself, Brijesh Singh, I am associated with the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering KIET Group of Institution Ghaziabad as an associate professor there. And apart from the academic activity, I am also looking the some other responsibilities in the institute, such as means I have a means there is a one center of excellence of power engineering technology and clean energy integration. So I am looking after the each and every activities, either it is related to the research and development, skill development, or it is related to any kind of means student activity or the faculty activity as a convener of the center. And apart from the of that, I am also associated with one of the international professional society which is named as a IEEE. It is based on USA based professional society. So being a IEEE senior member, I am also giving my voluntary support to the IEEE Uttar Pradesh section as a member executive committee, and IEEE Power Engineering Society and Industrial Application Society Joint Chapter Uttar Pradesh section as an executive member. And at the KIET level, I am the branch counselor of the IEEE student branch. Means I am mainly my working domain, or you can say my research area, is the power system security analysis and dynamical analysis, including renewable energy also. So therefore, when I got the opportunity to deliver some talk for the students or the learner, so I have decided to give a talk on this upcoming very emerging topic, which is known as artificial intelligence. And because renewable energy is one of the challenging tasks, or one of the most promising or acceptable topic for the power engineers or the person who are associated with the power industries, or the person who are interested to work for the power sectors. So I am just trying to club both the platform, means the artificial intelligence and renewable energy at the same platform. Now because the artificial intelligence is basically it is work as a tool, and it can be useful for any kind of engineering application problem. Not only the engineering application, any kind of the problem, either it is related to social problem, society oriented, or it is related to any educational sector, health sector, power sector, transportation sector. So everywhere means you can apply the artificial intelligence as a tool. And the second side, that is the renewable energy. So renewable energy is one of the part of the power sector, where our main target is to generate the electricity by the renewable energy sources. So I am trying to just give the some glimpse of the things, means how we can go for the different research and development activity, technical activity, or the project activity, or if you are planning for work for the power sector. Now the people are looking for the renewable energy expertise person, and at the same time they are also demanding for the artificial intelligence based expertise in any kind of any technical person. So I am just trying to club both the topics, at the same platform and just try to give the understanding towards the application part of the AI in the renewable energy. So whenever when we are talking about the renewable energy and AI application, so before going to the deep of the this in means application part, just we have to go through the basics related to the renewable energy. So renewable energy means what? Renewable energy can be categorized, mean overall energy can be categorized into the two major part. One is your renewable energy and second part is your known as non-renewable energy. So renewable energy is what? Renewable energy means the type of energy sources which is inexhaustible, means those energy resources which is not exhaust during its utilization with respect to time. For example, if you are harnessing the power from the solar energy in terms of either PV energy or in terms of the second side the thermal energy, in both the situation it is not exhausted. Similarly, if you are collecting the power from the means through the conversion process from the hydro energy, so your means the source cannot be reformed, the quality of water doesn't change, it only transferred, means by converting the kinetic energy of the water flow into the form of sorry, potential energy of the water is converted into the kinetic energy, and then that kinetic energy will be utilized for the generation of electricity. In the same manner, the wind, tidal and geothermal, so these energy resources are these are not exhaustible, or these are not exhaust during its operation. At the same time, if you are talking about the non-energy renewable energy resources, so it is known as the exhaustible energy resources, because with respect to time, these and also means during the consumption of these energy resources for conversion of means one form of energy to another form, these energy resources are exhaust like a fossil fuel or the nuclear fuels. So we can say that renewable, why the renewable energy is most promising and acceptable form, or nowadays the people are means looking towards the renewable energy, because it doesn't change the environment or it doesn't affect the environment. So it means renewable energy is the you can say that the most acceptable thing. So now here I have given a one statistical pie chart. This is taken by the Ministry of Renewable Energy, Government of India. This is just a glimpse by which you can easily understand what is the percentage contribution of different kind of energy sources in a power sector. So here you can see that almost 63%. And one thing I am just clearing it. This data is taken up to the December 2019. So this is the last data which is available through the Ministry of Renewable Energy on their portal. So the total 63% of the energy which is taken by the thermal power plants. So you can see here it is a conventional type of power generation system, and more than 60% power we have collected by the thermal power plants, and at the same time only the 23% power we are harnessing by the renewable energy sources in India. So it is a not means you can say it is a not a bad data. It can be acceptable because day by day the people are looking towards the renewable energy, so it is the acceptable form. At the same time, when we are talking about the hydro, the people are also day by day the government is interested to install more and more hydropower plants. So now this time 12% power we are harnessing from the hydropower plants, and only very less thing, that is the 2% power is taken by the nuclear power plant. So this is the just a brief introduction about the renewable energy and the non-renewable energy sources, and the present statistics or the present status of the type of different resources in India by which we harness the power, electrical power into the system. Now if we are looking towards the global renewable electricity capacity, so global renewable electricity capacity, so here this data is taken by the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA. So by which you can see here year 2000 means after year 2009 to 2018, almost the hydropower having the very small growth, or the increment into the hydropower plant is very less. But and at the same time, if you are talking about the biomass energy, again it is a in the it is a means its growth is not as much as we are looking. But if you are talking about the solar as and wind, so both are rapidly grow up worldwide. Means you can say that the means all means worldwide, most of the countries are interested to go with the solar PV systems or the wind power plant. So after the year 2000, means you can say that 10, the increment into the wind is more. But after year 2015, the means the installation of PV plant will be increased. So you can say that, you can see that, see from this statistics, that rapidly the entire power sector is trying to shift it towards the renewable side. Means they are worldwide, all the power utility companies are trying to harness maximum power from the solar and from the renewable energy system. So these two slides are basically based on the some just the basic introductory part, or the basic current statistics, which is for the renewable energy worldwide. Now the next thing is, the if you are talking about the renewable energy types, okay, how many types of renewable energy? So renewable energy types can be classified into the two major parts. So one is known as single type of renewable energy, a second is known as the hybrid type of renewable energy. So what do you mean by the single type and the hybrid type of renewable energy? So single type of renewable energy resources are what means, where in a single stage, if you are converting, if you are harnessing the power from a single source, any kind of single source, like only the solar or the wind or any one other. So this type of renewable energy systems are known as single type of renewable energy system. But if you are connecting the multiple type of energy resources into the system for harnessing the maximum power by the renewable energy, so this kind of things are known as the hybrid type of renewable energy system. So what are the category for the uh, uh, single type of renewable energy? So the most acceptable, or nowadays the people are looking towards this one, is the solar power. So solar having the two type of energy, one is known as photovoltaic and second is known as the thermal energy. So if you are harnessing the power from the solar energy, so if you are using the solar PV panel to convert that photonic energy into the electrical energy, so that means you are using the photovoltaic energy of the solar energy for electricity, generation of electricity. Second side, solar energy having a thermal energy. So if you are collecting the thermal energy and utilizing directly that thermal energy for any other purpose, so this type of energy, so means this is a again one of the good example of means you can say acceptable form of energy which is coming from the sun. Now the second one is the wind energy. Again, wind energy system can be again divided into two types. Then is the wind turbine and the windmill. So wind turbines are means what, by the wind velocity, if you converting the wind energy directly into the form of means electricity by using the some generators. So that is the entire structure is known as the wind turbine. And the windmills is not a new thing. Windmills are means you can say it is the available in the starting of very early means 1910 or 1912. These kind of windmill is always is already available in the European countries, where we are directly using the mechanical power for the different application like water pumping, or for the floor mill application, or this. Next is the hydroelectric power plants, or the hydro type of renewable energy. So hydro power plants or the hydro renewable energy can be further categorized into three types on the basis of the value of the or the quantity of the power you are harnessed from the hydro energy. So if you are collecting the power more than 30 megawatt, so these type of plants are known as the large hydropower plants. Now if you are collecting the in between the range of 100 kilowatt to 30 megawatt, so it is known as a small hydropower plants. And nowadays the people are looking for the micro hydropower plants, because when the distributed generation concept came into the picture, and the most of the and the second the major issue, that is the second major promising area of the technical work, that is known as a prosumers concept, means when the consumer is producing the power. So micro hydropower plants again come into the picture. It means if you are installing the below 100 kilowatt hydroelectric power plant, so this will be work as a prosumer and or the distributed generation into the grid. So this is the these are the three major category of the hydropower plant. Similarly, the geothermal again categorized into the three part: dry steam power plant, which is known as a natural hydrothermal reservoir, flash steam power plant, and binary steam power plant. So these are the three major type of geothermal power plant. Because this webinar is for the 1 hour, so we can't go into the detail of each and every type. Here I am just giving to the brief introduction about the renewable energy type. So that's why I am just giving the just the examples, means just representing the every kind of available technology related to different renewable energy sources. Next is the hydrogen energy. So hydrogen is a one again of one of the good means type of energy resource which can be directly used for the different application. And nowadays the people are looking for this energy resource for the automobile industry. So the biohydrogen, PEM electrolysis, glycerin, solid oxide electrolyzer cell, these are the some technologies which is available in the hydrogenation. Now apart from the these five, there is a one another energy resource that from the ocean. So if you can if you have seen so many means videos which is available on the internet or on the Discovery Channel or any other thing, so you can see that the people are harnessing the power from the sea waves or from the ocean. So ocean having a three kind of energy. One is the wave energy of the water waves. Second is the tidal energy. This is a tidal phenomena which is due because of the moon movement. And third one is your ocean thermal energy. So nowadays people are looking towards this option, because means all these three methods are available. And most of the countries like Denmark and the Sweden, they are working in this technology, and they have installed so many power plants which is based on the ocean energy. So now this is also one upcoming area for the research as well as the technical activity. Now the next one is the bio. Actually, bioenergy is not a new one. Starting from the human civilization, initially we are using the biofuels in a form of wood. So if you are going to the third option, wood is the kind of a energy resource, and by directly burning this wood, we can get the thermal energy or the heat energy. And people are the or humans are utilizing that energy from the beginning of its civilization. But apart from that, the biogas and liquid biofuel is nowadays the most popular thing, where the biogas is which is collected by the municipal waste, solid wastage, or by the agricultural wastage. And the second thing is a liquid biofuel, that is the jatropha cursus or the rubber sheet, algae, oligas, and the vegetable oil. These are used as a liquid biofuel. So you can see that all these kind of these renewable energy sources are the single type of energy resources. And now if you are talking about the hybrid energy, so hybrid energy resources are basically what, if you are combining any two type of energy source like a solar and wind, or solar and any other form hydrogen, or wind and the diesel, or wind and the bio. So it means that you are hybriding the number of single type of energy resources, and by which you can make a hybrid system. So hybrid of energy sources means the most popular kind is what, the integration of the PV PV system with wind energy system. So if you are integrating the PV and wind energy system, you will make a hybrid system. Apart from that, some of the researcher or the technologies, they have added the battery into this system as a battery storage. So PV wind battery is one of the example of the hybrid system. Similarly, some of the people are working on the PV wind and hydrogen energy system. So it is also known as a hybrid type. So here I am going to just giving the name how we can make a hybrid type of the system. So PV, wind, hydrogen and battery energy system. So if you are adding the all four type of energy resources into the system, so it will be make a hybrid type of system. Similarly, PV with hydrogen energy. So if you add these two, also you can add the battery energy system, means as a backup for means storage. Then wind hydro, like here PV hydrogen, here wind hydrogen system can be added to each other. And here wind diesel hydro energy system, means wind turbines are connected with the diesel and hydro energy system. So all these kind of energy system, hybrid and renewable energy systems are already existing, and they are working properly in the different places of the at the global level. So wind diesel battery energy system and the PV diesel battery energy system, so these all are the different type of hybrid energy system. And you can take the detail from the reference SK Jha et al, which is published in the Renewable Energy and Sustainable Energy Review in year 2017. Apart from that, some other type of systems are also available in a form of hybrid, but these are the some most important, most acceptable and most mature system which is available worldwide. So I have listed here. Now next point, that if we are talking about the AI application in the power sector, so why question ki, we know that renewable energy is the most important part of the power sector. Now question, why AI is required for the power sector, and then why AI is most required for the most required application tool for the renewable energy system. So AI application, if we are talking about the AI application in the power sector, so it is not a new one. In early mid 1980s, means if you are talking about the initial researches, the people are looking towards this type of mathematical concept means so initially the people are using the numerical techniques to solve the complex problems, complex engineering problems. So at that time the people are thinking that why not some intelligent mathematical tools will be available which can easily solve the complex problem of the which is available in the engineering area. So means when we are talking about the AI, so providing a solution to the complex problem in many areas of power system engineering was tough and tedious. If you are talking about the power system problem, it is not a simple mathematical problem. Power system problems are so complex, and you can say, and if you are going to solve those complex equations, it will be again a very tedious problem. And we required a lot of numerical technique to solve those problems. And if we go with the conventional mathematical concept, so we required lot of computational time and computational means memory space into the computer to solve those complex problems. So that's why we require some advanced tool. So now AI can be helpful for this kind of problem, for getting the solution of this kind of problem. So now presently artificial intelligence helps in handling the many constraints of the power system, such as economic load dispatch. If you are talking about the major complex problem of the power system, so economic load dispatch, load forecasting, optimization of generation and scheduling, transmission capacity and optimal power flow. At the same time, real and reactive power limits of generators, bus voltages, transformer tap selections, load demands in integrated large power system and their protection. So these are the some major complex problem which is already existing in your power sector, power system problems. Now uh, artificial intelligence having the lot of solution technique by which we can easily solve these problem and get the optimal solution. Now, what happened? The most effort in a power system analysis have been successfully reduced by the AI technique. Means, and if you go through the research which is available in the 90s and in last 2 decades, so number of researches are available which is based on these such type of complex problem and use of artificial intelligence to solve these kind of problems. So now AI is not a new one for the power sector, but now when renewable came into the picture, it again required some new things, some new kind of problems, because you can say that because the integration of the renewable energy, now the entire complex problem, these existing complex problems are revised, and we require to solve those problems with some new techniques are required to solve those problems. That's why AI again come into the picture with renewable energy. So if you are talking about the renewable energy, the implementation of novel AI based approaches has added additional performance improvement of renewable energy system. It is means AI is not only it is a new thing, and is a recently it is came up into the this power sector. It is a older one. It is already existing in the power sector for the conventional power system, but when smart grid concept and the second thing is the integration of renewable energy is came up with the power sector, then in that case the implementation of AI approach gives the additional performance improvement for the power sector activities. So the entire lecture is focused, or entire this webinar is based on those particular problem where we can apply the AI based technique. So before going into the application part, means now we have just a basic discussion about the AI, which kind of AI technologies are available, and how those AI technologies will be helpful to solve the complex problem which is associated with the renewable energy system. So when we are talking about the introduction, so first of all it is required to know that why the AI is required into the power system nowadays. So now what are the necessity of the AI in the power system? So for the industrial development with the power system expansion, nowadays everyday power system is expanded. New type of power plants which is connected with the grid. Now every day the transmission lines are expanded. New distribution system networks are connected to the grid. Now the people are looking for the means you can the central grid concept come into the picture. Number of grids are connected to each other through tie lines, and now the people are talking about the inter-country or the inter-zonal tie-ups. Now, for example, there is a two major project in between the India and Sri Lanka and India and Bangladesh related to HVDC. Means we are trying to connect the both the grid, Bangladesh grid and the Indian grid, and similarly the Sri Lanka grid with the Indian grid with HVDC. So in Sri Lanka, there are their social structure, their power demand structure, their lifestyles are different. In India, there is a little bit different thing. In Bangladesh, there is a different social things. And because power system is not a separated part of the society, because as per the society activity or as per the lifestyle of the humans in a society, your power sector behavior is changed. So that's so why as industrial development came into the power system in form of power system expansion, we required the artificial intelligence to solve the tackle or tedious to solve or tackle the different complex or tedious problems, which is not only associated with the technology side, also associated with the society side. Now second major thing, because you are going to increase the size of the entire power system, every day the power network size going to bigger and bigger. So the major issue of the any power system network is what? Stability, strengthening, then reliability is the major factor, and second thing is which kind of technically advancements are required in the power sector. So if you are talking about these term in these parameters, stability, strengthening, reliability, and the technical advancement, we require to optimize the network parameter, we require to optimize the power system parameters, control the different variables and optimally control the different variables into the power system on the basis of these 4 points. So that's why AI is needed. Now the next, selection of the appropriate parameter for the better dynamic response of the power system. Obviously, day by day, the consumers means requirement, consumer lifestyle, as well as the consumers behavior, and the most important thing, the appliances which is used by the consumer is day by day changed and upgraded. So that's why what happened, their dynamic response is changed. So it is required to firstly understand those dynamic behavior of the entire segment, the entire demand, and then control and operate the entire power system according to that. And the size and database is very large, having a very large size. So we require a strong tools, mathematical tools, by which we can easily take the decisions. So for working on a large data or the big size data, we require the artificial intelligence tool. So nowadays, with the growth of power system, complexity and activeness of the network in the increased tremendously. If you're talking about the activeness of the network means what? Initially, or the before the integration of the renewable energy, only your consumers having a fixed pattern, and at the same time, according to the consumers pattern, the power sectors means the power generation utilities, they are scheduling their generators and trying to fulfill the load demand. But nowadays, renewable energy power plants are integrated with the network, and renewable energies are not under the control of entirely control and, of the operators, because it is affected by the environmental condition. That's so why intermittency, uncertainty, these kinds of terms are also involved with the generating sectors, due because of renewable. Because like solar, it is completely depending upon the solar PV system, that is completely depending upon the availability of the sun irradiance. Similarly, for the wind power plants, wind is also dependent upon the wind power plants is also affected by the wind velocity and all kind of things. So it means the now network is not a stationary one, it is a very active network, and at the same time demand is also active. Means initially the people are only thinking for the lighting and some basic home appliances, but now the electricity is not only for the lighting or the some basic comfortness, it is also for the other activities, like you are using the laptop, you are using the television sets, you are using the music system. So these systems are what, these will be means considered as a non-linear load, and their behavior is not a stationary one, they are very dynamic system. So when you are connecting a dynamic load with the system, then what happen, the your network will also affected. So that's why it is known as the activeness of the network is extreme increased tremendously. So now, so as a consequence of this power system analysis by conventional techniques and conclusion from the acquired data, means if we are saying that means if you are going towards the conventional techniques, and whatever the conclusion you have taken by the acquired data, in power system network there is a SCADA system by which you collect the data from the different station. So on the basis of conventional techniques, calculation method, or the by the simulation technique, and second side your data bank, if you solving the problem. So the process for information management of remote devices and utility become more complicated and time consuming. So the conventional techniques or the conventional data acquiring technique है, इसको जिसको हम SCADA based technique बोलते हैं. So if you are using those technique, so it will affect the means not only the time consuming, it is again a very complicated to solve some technical problem. So that's so why we require the artificial intelligence. So as necessity of is the mother of invention, AI develop fast and optimal solution with the help of sophisticated computer tool, and apply to resolve all aforesaid problem for large power system. So that is the main purpose means integrate or to indulge the artificial intelligence in the power system operation. Now if you are talking about the what are the those AI technologies which is available or which is used for the power system operation. So artificial intelligence can be used to solve the real world problem by implementing the following processes. So these are the six major technologies which is already available for the to solve the different kind of problem, not only the power sector, anywhere. So machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, robotics, fuzzy logic, and expert system. These are the six most identified method as a artificial intelligence which is applicable for the any kind of engineering problem solutions. So if you are talking about the machine learning, so machine learning is a science of getting machines to interpret processes and analyze data in order to solve real world problem. So machine learning is a one kind of method where we are machines means a science of getting machines to interpret process, means machine having a capability to interpret the process, means any kind of problem or interpret any kind of things and process on that problem and then analyze the data, and according to that it will be give the solution for the that particular problem. So under this machine learning there are three categories: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So basically these three type of learning techniques are used in machine learning, where supervised learning is basically where your entire machine is trained with the help of a supervisor. So they means in parallel with your system during the training process, a supervisor system is there, and by the help of that supervisor system you can train your system or your means entire control processing unit. Then second, unsupervised learning. In this, the machine having itself capability, by the help of the output data it learns the things and correct itself and reduce the tolerance into the error. Sorry, reduce the error percentage into the output. So this feedback process is known as the unsupervised learning. And reinforcement learning is what means whenever a system is trained during to solve any problem. So a new system which already having a result or the solution, it reinforces the main system during the training process. So this is the basic fundamental related to machine learning. So because it is again a very vast topic, means different kind of AI technology, so I'm not going into the depth of this one. I'm just giving the just basic introduction about the all the things, how we can correlate the renewable energy with the AI. Now deep learning is a process of implementing neural networks on a high dimension data to gain insight and from solution. Means here in deep learning technology, basically neural network technologies are used. Means neural network neural network or artificial neural network technology is not a new one. It is already existing in the early 70s and 80s, but nowadays it is directly implemented or directly useful for the solving the engineering problem. So now it is came up with the deep learning things, and in this we are using the neural network technology for solving the various engineering problems. So deep learning is an advanced field of machine learning that can be used to solve more advanced problems. Now third is the natural language processing. Natural language processing refer to the science of drawing insight from natural human language in order to communicate with the machine and grow business. Basically it is useful for the developing the businesses and other things. So if you want to communicate in between the machines and grow up your business, so natural language processing is useful. Means if you want to communicate the information from one machine to another machine, so we require the language transfer. So natural language processing is the good thing for this kind of activity. Robotic is the most fascinating area, and nowadays students are mostly students are interested to work for this area. So the robotics is a branch of artificial intelligence which focuses on the different branches and application of the robots. AI robots are artificial agents acting in a real world environment to produce result by taking accountable action. So robotics is also one AI tool. And the fuzzy logic, fuzzy logic is also, it is a linguistic variable based technology where means in all the other AI technologies we are using the binary coding methods, means either 0 or 1, but in the fuzzy we are using the linguistic in a form of range. So fuzzy logic is a computing approach based on the principle of degree of truth. Means suppose if somebody is saying that okay, it is right, second is it right, so is it right and it is right, it is right means 1, is it right means having some doubt, so either it is just 1 or it is 0, but is it right may be possible it is right or wrong. So right wrong means 0 and 1, but sometimes what happens, some truth is not completely right but having some wrong information, but it will be useful, or sometime some of the truth having a maximum wrong information and very less right information, but that is also useful. So if you have an ambiguity in between the acceptable and non-acceptable quantity, so we will compromise with some meanwhile value. So in that situation, if you have a ambiguity and uncertainty in your data information, then fuzzy logic will be useful in those areas. So instead of usual modern computer logic that is Boolean in the nature, we are using the degree of truth for as a fuzzy logic method. And last one is the your expert system. Expert system is an AI based computer system that learns and reciprocate the decision making ability of human expert. Suppose for example, if you have a written an algorithm for any process, any technical process, for example how to start an induction machine or how to start an engine, so there is a set procedure to start an engine or an induction motor. So if you write that those in a form of code, so that is written by a human expert and machine is following all the experts. Suppose a machine having an option to start the induction motor, so it execute each and every step which is given by the human expert. So it is what, it is a human following system, means whatever the expert is given the in form of if and else condition, if and then condition, then it follow that rule. So that's why sometimes expert systems are also known as what, rule based system. So that is also a kind of a AI technology. So these are the 6 technologies which is used in a different engineering problems, and not only the engineering problem, in renewable energy area these technologies are used. So how can AI assure the success of renewable energy? Means right now we have covered the two major things: what kind of renewable energy, what kind of renewable energy systems are available, how we can make the renewable energy integration, means a hybrid renewable energy system. Now second side, what kind of renewable artificial intelligence technologies are available to solve the different problems, and now why the AI is required for the power sector. So these questions we have cleared, we have getted the answer of these 3 major problems. Now the next question arises: how can AI assures the success of AI? Because as we have seen, the power system problems are so complex and AI helps to solve those problems. Now question, why, means how it will be useful for the renewable energy. So one by one, step by step we will go towards the renewable energy side. So the success of the renewable energy systems are usually depends upon whether and extraction of the maximum power from the renewable energy source for catering maximum load demands. Actually, if you are talking about the efficiency of the renewable energy system, so efficiency of the renewable energy system is based on the 2 factors. First, how you extract the maximum power. Our target is to harness or extract the maximum power from the renewable energy source, or you can say that convert the crude energy form to the electrical energy form in the maximum value and cater the maximum load of the demand. Means not only the harnessing the power from the renewable energy source, it also delivered to the demand, deliver to the load in a maximum manner. So if you have this opportunity, so you can say that your renewable energy systems are successful. So how AI can helpful? AI will be helping in these two things. One, how what are those criteria, or what are those operational strategy by which we can extract the maximum power from the renewable energy sources, so that where at that place AI can help you. The second side, catering the maximum load demand. If you are going to cater the maximum load demand by the renewable energy, then again AI will be help you. So these are the two major opportunity, or two major utilization of a artificial intelligence in a renewable energy system. The performance of renewable energy system can be assured by conversion efficiency. So in the first step, we are talking about the source, and second side we are talking about the maximum demand catering. Now in between this source and the demand, there is a one thing is the converters. Converter means by which you convert the renewable energy form into the form of electrical energy. So if you are going to control, operate and control these conversion system or the converters, so it is also needed to convert the energy from one form to another form in efficient manner. So AI also helps in operation and control of these conversion devices. That's so why AI, the question is that how AI can assure the success of renewable energy. So, however, non-linear, now the next thing, however, non-linear nature of renewable energy system and intermittency in the nature are the major constraint for efficiently integrating and controlling the renewable energy system with power grid. Now, in the previous two steps, we are just generally talking about that the source, demand, and the converters, and AI can help them. But what is the major challenge in front of the renewable energy system? The intermittency and the non-linear nature of these system. These systems are not a general linear system. These are very complex non-linear system. And the second side, they are not a uniform. These are intermittent system. So if you are talking about the intermittent system, uncertain system, and with the complex non-linearities, then normal conventional mathematical tools or normal conventional mathematical analytical method or computational method is not useful to handle the controlling or integrating problem of renewable energy system if you are integrating the renewable energy system with the power grid. So AI will help in that situation. Now, so these are the opportunity for any student or the any learner, means where we can apply the artificial intelligence technology, in what way we can apply the AI based technology for the renewable energy system. Now artificial intelligence technology develop smart entities that will produce more accurate prediction for complicated problem. So what is the advantage of artificial intelligence or AI based technology? It is develop smart things. Means you can say that these are the smart system by which you can easily, not only you are not going to compute the each and every things into the system, you can directly predict it. Means you can directly predict the solution of the complicated problem. So if you're going with the step by step solution technique or the step by step computational technique, it not only take the large time, again the chances of error into your computational process is possible. But if you are going with the artificial intelligence, it is a faster one. Why? Because it predicts the possible solution for any complicated problem. That's so why for solving the complicated problem we are using the artificial intelligence. Now AI technology become more and more popular as alternative approaches to the conventional technique is solving problem such as modeling, identification, optimization, availability prediction, forecasting, control of renewable energy system, etc. When these new terms come into the into the power sector or come into the picture, means modeling on the renewable energy system. Now which kind of renewable energy system is useful for any power network? So identification of the system, identification of not only the system, its parameter, its variable, and then its optimization. Then what will be the availability of the renewable energy through any type of sources? So prediction of the renewable energy, then forecasting of the not only load energy also, then control and of any renewable energy system. When these things are came into the picture, so AI come into the AI will be useful for means easily handle the problems related to renewable energy, and it will be a cause of success of the renewable energy. Next, the opportunity have created for the collaboration between the electric. Now the previous slide is based on the technical aspect. Now here how it assures means AI assure the success of renewable energy. So this is given opportunity have been created for collaboration between electrical researchers and AI researcher to design and develop technologies to improve. What are the improvement? Modeling and parameter estimation, means you can use the AI for the modeling and parameter estimation. You can apply the AI for the net load forecasting. You can apply for the renewable energy forecasting. You can apply the artificial intelligence for line loss prediction. Maintaining system reliability, if you want to make a system more reliable, so AI can help you for maintaining the reliability. If means by the AI we can optimally utilize the power which is available from the renewable energy. So means if you optimally utilizing the power and or energy which is given by the renewable energy resources, then we can say that the system is efficiently working. So energy efficiency is also assured by the AI system. Now renewable energy operations, this is the basic operational thing, means a purely technical thing, means how we can implement the artificial intelligence for the different control and decision making process of the different means control strategy related to renewable energy conversion. Then integrating hybrid solar and battery storage system, this is also one of the important area where you can apply the artificial intelligence. Then predicting equipment failure, nowadays people are looking towards this most important topic. Why this is the most important? Because if you are talking about the Indian system nowadays, all the power practitioners are very much worried about the asset which is already existing in the power sector. Because power sector there are different type of asset. Some assets are having a very older technology, and at the same time some asset like a transformer, your generating station, your switchgear and protection, these things are at the advanced modern technology, and all these components are integrated with the same system and they are work simultaneously. So now the equipment failure is the one of, it can be considered as a one of the major challenge for the power operators. So that's why AI can help them, means by that they means on the basis of the data of the in each and every equipment, means the data which is monitored during the operation. So on the basis of the data which is available through the monitoring system, the AI can easily predict the chances of failure of the equipment into the system. So if this kind of protection is possible, then the reliability of the system can be assured by the AI. So these are the some area where we can apply the AI as a renewable thing. Next, decision process for grid operator, means if you are just go into the internet or the different literatures or the books, you can see that the entire country is depending upon the different load dispatch center. There are different dispatch center at the different levels. At the national level there is a national load dispatch center, NLDC. State level state load dispatch center, region level regional load dispatch center, and below regional load dispatch center there are substations, and all are coordinated by different coordination equations, or all they are working in a synchronous manner on the basis of some decision makings. So these decisions are based on the different things. There is a coordinational guidelines as well as there is a some grid codes. So during the grid operation, this AI also helps in the different decision making. especially in case of contingency. If any contingency arise into the grid, so during that situation, AI can help them. So now AI based application can create further revenue opportunity of energy and utility sector. So the previous slides are not only means, if you are talking about the first this slide, so here we are talking about the just a superficial thing where we can involve the AI. The second this slide, this is the crystal clear picture about the which kind of means problems we can solve by the help of AI technique. Now here we are talking about the business. Here we are talking about the revenue generation. So AI also help into the financial things like empowering software application, large data set analysis, identifying patterns, detecting irregularities, making precise predictions, etc. So these are the related to your the big data handling problem is data handling problems. So on the basis of these activity, we can generate the revenue optimally. We can economically operate the entire grid, so or all the individual generating station or the demand station, so by which we can maximize the revenue means into the power sector using the AI. Now adding the development of smart application that can autonomously make accurate decision based on the learning, so drive AI integration with the wide range of application. Apart from that, enabling customer centric solution that understand evolving customer need and making automatic recommendation, that is also means here for the customer support we can use the AI. So various operations related to customer where we AI technique helps them to means optimally utilize their electricity and reduce their electricity bill using predictive analysis to improve equipment operation and maintenance and predict downtime which can extend the lifetime of the equipment. Very well clearly it is mentioned that, and previously I have already mentioned it, if you can predict the chances of failure by the help of AI, then you can reduce the operational and maintenance cost of the entire system. So these are the some points by which we can use the AI for the success of renewable energy. Facilitating active customer participation in demand response program using game theory algorithm and leveraging blockchain to protect data. So cyber security and all kind of things are also involved with the renewable energy, not in the renewable energy power sector. So AI will be assured for this purpose. So AI is the most promising and acceptable tool for this kind of activity. Now next question is how AI technology can improve the renewable energy sector. So if we are talking about the means how it will improve the energy sector, so there is a one very eminent person, Rana Al Koliobe. He is a pioneer in AI, and he said AI is taking on many new role in society, becoming our co-worker, serving as a virtual assistant in our homes, operating our cars, and more. So means you can say that he said you can utilize or you can apply AI for anything. Not only it can be only used as a technology for your day-to-day life. It will be work with you as a co-worker. It can be serve as a servant, and it can be assist you at any place, either you are at the home, car, or anywhere. So this is the beauty of the artificial intelligence. So the electric grid is a most complex machine on earth and evolving rapidly with the additional of variable energy resources. So now, due to the inherent variability of renewable energy, the current grid faces many challenges in accommodating the diversity. Nowadays, if you are going to integrate the more and more variable generation in form of renewable energy, so accommodating this such kind of diversities is again one of a major challenge among the power practitioner. So the AI can help in those situations. The utility industry need a smart system to make renewable energy and competent player in the energy market. So by the help of this artificial intelligence, the power practitioners, they are trying to make this renewable energy as a commodity which will be useful for the competition into the market. So renewable energy can play a competent player in the energy market. That's why most of the investors are interested to invest into the renewable energy sector. Now here AI technology can play an important role to improve the reliability of the renewable energy. So AI enables following features into the renewable energy sector. So smart centralized control centers. So where simultaneous processing, in parallel processing, or variety of data coming from various sensors integrating with the system component. Second, improved integration of microgrid. Means if you have an AI tool, then you can improve the integration of the microgrid with the network, then improve safety and reliability of the system. So if you have an AI enabled means control and operational decision making things into the system, then it can improve the safety and reliability of system. It will also helpful to expand your market size. Means you have a more and more opportunity to generate the business and the revenue into the power market. And smart grid with the intelligent storage. So if AI with intelligent energy storage enables a sustainable and reliable solution to the renewable energy industry. So application of AI in various renewable energy based power generation system. So if you are talking about the which kind of applications where we can apply the AI system for the different type of renewable energy system. So here you can see that uh, in wind energy, if you are talking about the wind energy system, so for the wind speed and power prediction we can use the AI. Design of wind and generation system, for designing of the entire wind generation system we can use the AI based technologies. Missing wind data interpolation. Suppose if you have a database and some of the data is missing into the your complete database, so you can interpolate by the help of artificial intelligence into those missing data. If you are designing a system, you require a database for simulating your design model. So in that situation you can use the artificial intelligence based technique. Wind turbine fault diagnosis. In fault diagnosis we can use the artificial intelligence. Then risk optimization in wind energy trading. So these are the some important means work where you can use the artificial intelligence approach for the wind turbine system. Now if we are talking about the solar energy, now most of the peoples are working into the direction of this solar energy. So you can see here there are number of opportunity where you can apply the renewable means artificial intelligence for solar irradiance prediction, radiation prediction, then performance assessment of the solar water heating system, daily ambient temperature prediction. Now building energy prediction. For building you can use the artificial intelligence for predicting the energy into the building. PV energy prediction means how the PV means how much energy you can get in a day, in a week, or in a year by a PV plant. You can predict by the help of AI. Solar tracking with the help of AI. Designing of solar water heating system, here you can also apply the this one. Now MPPT of PV array. So suppose if you want to get the maximum power point, if you want to track a maximum power point power from the PV array, so AI can help you in not only the restructuring of the PV panels, mean restructuring in the connection of the PV panel, also means optimal utilization of the PV panel into different loading condition. Size optimization of PV system means optimal sizing of the PV system. Solar system optimization, if you want to optimize the entire solar system, then AI can help you. And PV power production means how much power will be given by the PV system. It can be predicted by the AI system. So these are the some application area where in for the solar energy. Similarly, if you are talking about the AI approaches in a geothermal energy, so these are the some area which is given here, listed here, because I am running short, time is less, that's why I am not reading each and every point. But if you are by this these slides, you can easily understand what are the main important points from there. Means you can apply the artificial intelligence based solution technique, or use the artificial intelligence technology. Similarly, for the hydro, if we are saying that for the hydroelectric power plant, so for hydroelectric power plant, temperature prediction, modeling of rainfall, runoff process, stream flow prediction, power discharge estimation, automatic generation control. So in these areas, you can apply the artificial intelligence. And I am not saying these are some area means nobody have worked on it. In the last 2 decades, number of people have worked on the on these different problems, and given a different type of solution techniques, which is based on the artificial intelligence. So and again, each and every work having some opportunity. So if being a researcher or being a student, if you want to work for this, so you just work on this one. Okay. Now similarly for the bioenergy, hydrogen energy, so I have listed here only. Okay. So now these slides are means these are the some important means topic where you can apply the AI. Now the next thing is what are the available AI technologies. So available AI technologies means what these are the means here I have listed some of the technologies which is already available, and the various industries or the researcher, those who are working on this technology for the renewable energy. So here researchers and companies are exploring way to leverage the artificial intelligence and improve the efficiency of accessibility of renewable energy technology. So now these are the following top renewable energy technologies which incorporate AI for energy forecasting, energy efficiency, and energy accessibility. So nowadays people are working on all these three areas: how we can forecast the energy efficiency, and energy accessibility. So here I am listed as some of the technologies which is available worldwide, and they are giving the support to the utility in terms of the energy forecasting, efficiency, and energy accessibility. So Nergix is Barcelona, that is one of the company which providing the data mining and web based energy forecasting application. So if you want to work for the data mining and web-based energy forecasting application, you can go on this website and just try to understand which kind of technology they are using to solve these three major problems. Similarly, Excel is a monopolist that this is work for the use the accessing weather reports with the higher accuracy and well detailed. So suppose if you have a well defined and well structured and accurate weather information, then you can easily predict the available power or the energy from the renewable energy resources, and according to that you can access it. Similarly, it is a well known, that is a Google DeepMind. Google DeepMind is given by the Google. So DeepMind AI is a application of Google bought in 2014 and work to improve the energy uses. So this is basically a technology which is used for the energy uses, and especially in field of like a home automation or industry automation, optimal utilization of energy. So Google DeepMind is useful. Then Verve is a high definition predictive maintenance technology, detects anomalies in how while goods are performing by analyzing their energy signature. So on the basis of energy signature, every device having its own energy signature, and if you process those energy signatures, so by the processing on those energy signature, you can get the multiple or variety of analytical data, and which can be useful for the operation and control and maintenance of any renewable energy system. So Verve is situated in London, and they are providing the support for that one. Then Power Scout aim to improving the consumer education and access to the renewable energy technology. So the objective of the Power Scout aim to means they are they are giving the education to the consumer how they are optimally using the renewable energy and access the renewable energy technology, how they can access the renewable energy. Then Vertex technology offers the software platform that leverage the AI to optimizing energy consumption. Means if suppose any industry want to know that how they can optimally utilize the energy in their industry or in any home or any society, so they are giving the solution for optimal utilization of energy consumption. So these are the some technology, AI based technology, which is already available at the global level, and they are supporting the utility and industry and society for the in the different domains. Now here ongoing project and the case studies which is globally available. Means after this lecture you can go through these points. So in Germany, machine learning based early warning system that analyzes real time data from wind turbine and solar panel across Germany in order to extrapolate the amount and prediction of energy that the country will need over the 2-day period. So Germany having this kind of feature machine, they are using machine learning. MIT has developed a ML system that can more quickly predict variation in wind speed over the given period. This can help utility companies and renewable energy startup to more quickly pinpoint potential location for the wind farm. So these are the some important project which is already completed by the in different countries. Like the National Center for the Atmospheric Research is also accessing utility companies to decide when to use wind turbine by providing AI determined forecast, particularly in the Colorado, the state in which wind generation has doubled since 2009, and it is able to provide the same for the solar energy forecast. So they are working for the forecasting of the wind and the solar. Similarly, IBM have also developed a own machine learning system that can assist the renewable energy companies in forecasting weather patterns, named self-learning weather monitoring and renewable energy forecasting technology SMT, and it analyzes data acquired from the 1600 weather stations, solar plants, wind farm and weather satellite. In India, this IBM has given a support for the renewable energy startup of the other country, different setups. So these are the some ongoing project which is already available at the global level. And if you want if you are interested to go into the detail of these things, so please on internet the detailed informations are available on the different websites, means company website. These kind of informations are available, so you can go with that one. So I think I hope I have covered the each and every means point related to AI application in renewable energy. Means how we can apply the artificial intelligence in the renewable energy system, and means what are those area where we can apply the artificial intelligence. So and by this lecture you can easily understand कि artificial intelligence is not just a basic tool to give the technological benefit to the renewable energy system. It is useful for each and every state. Not only the technological benefit, it also useful for the revenue generation, business planning, business management, and as well as for the revenue generation. So artificial applications in the renewable energies came up with the new emerging area, and most of the power utilities of all the company worldwide, they are interested to indulge this artificial intelligence technology for the renewable energy system and the maximum utilization of the renewable energy into the society. And every country is looking for the 100% renewable energy based power sector in their country. So it is only possible because of only artificial intelligence. So if uh, anybody wants to ask any query, or if you have any doubt, or if you want to work with this our center which is in a KIET group of institution, so I am available. My contact details are in the first slide, so you can go with on this here, and you can get the all the information from this. My email ID and my contact number is given here, so you can approach to me for any kind of query or any kind of doubt clearance. And if you want to work with our team, so you are most welcome. So thank you all. Thank you once again. Thank you to the Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers for giving us such a nice platform to represent my ideas, my view in front of all of you. Okay, thank you. Jai Hind.